You don't lack ambition, and you don't lack intelligence either, because deep down, you've always known you're capable of something bigger than the life you're currently living. So why does your life still look the same? And why do your dreams feel so real at night, but so distant the moment you wake up and face another ordinary day? You imagine the future version of yourself so clearly, confident, successful, and free, like someone who finally figured everything out and became who they were meant to be. But somehow, despite all that clarity, you never move. And the worst part is not that you don't care, it's that you care so much that it becomes overwhelming and quietly exhausting at the same time. Picture this more closely, because you've lived it more times than you realize without fully noticing the pattern behind it. It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed staring at the ceiling, and your mind is completely awake, focused in a way it rarely is during the day. You're planning everything, seeing yourself building something meaningful, starting that channel, launching that idea, changing your life completely in a way that finally feels right. You feel excited, motivated, almost unstoppable, like everything is aligning, and for a moment, it feels like success isn't even that far away from you. This is it, you tell yourself. Tomorrow I start. And in that moment, you believe it, not as a wish, but as a decision that feels real and solid. But then tomorrow comes, and something feels slightly off, not enough to stop you completely, but enough to slow you down in a subtle way. The energy fades into a quiet heaviness, the excitement turns into pressure, and that clarity you had just hours ago starts to feel distant and harder to reach. You pick up your phone for a moment, scroll a little, telling yourself you'll start after one more video, one more small delay that feels harmless and temporary, and before you realize it, the day is over again, and that same promise quietly moves to tomorrow without resistance. Now here's what most people get wrong about this pattern, because it doesn't come from laziness the way it might look on the surface. It comes from something deeper, something psychological that shapes how you think and act without you fully noticing it happening. People who dream big but do nothing often live in a constant state of mental achievement, where their mind gives them a sense of progress without requiring real action. They don't just imagine success, they experience a small emotional version of it, like a preview of a life that hasn't been built yet, but already feels familiar. And that feeling is powerful, because in your mind, everything works. There's no failure, no judgment, and no uncertainty about whether you're capable. So reality starts to feel disappointing in comparison, because real life is slower, less exciting, and filled with effort that doesn't immediately reward you. Pause for a second and think about this honestly, because it might explain more about your behavior than you expect. How many times have you felt proud of something you haven't actually done yet, just because you thought about it deeply enough? How many times has the idea of doing something made you feel satisfied enough to delay actually doing it, without even realizing it? That's where the trap begins, because your brain doesn't clearly separate imagination from action when the visualization is vivid and emotional. It gives you just enough reward to feel like you've moved forward, even when you haven't taken a single real step. But underneath that comfort, there's something heavier that keeps this cycle going without you fully noticing it. It's fear, but not the obvious kind. Not fear of failure, but fear of discovering your actual limits when everything becomes real. Because as long as you don't start, your potential stays untouched, perfect, and unlimited in your mind. But the moment you act, that potential becomes real, something that can succeed or fail, something that can challenge the image you've built about yourself. And that's uncomfortable in a deep way. Because now it's not about who you could be, it's about who you actually are right now. So your mind keeps you in a state of almost, where you feel close enough to starting to stay hopeful, but never committed enough to risk discomfort.
You tell yourself you're preparing, waiting for the right time, the right mindset, the perfect moment where everything feels easier. But deep down, you already know that moment never comes the way you imagine it. There's also another layer to this, and it has more to do with identity than motivation. If you've ever started something and didn't finish it, that experience stays in your memory and quietly shapes how you see yourself. Over time, it creates a belief that you struggle to follow through, even if you never say it out loud. So when you dream big again, there's a small voice reminding you of that past, making you hesitate before you even begin. And instead of confronting that voice, you avoid situations where it could be proven right, protecting yourself from disappointment. Now think about what that does over time. Because every day you don't act, the idea in your head becomes bigger and harder to start. It turns into something emotionally heavy, something that feels too important to risk doing imperfectly. Another pause here. Be honest with yourself. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you start today? And if the answer comes quickly, then you already know what you've been avoiding all along. The truth is, people like you often think deeply and see possibilities others don't even notice. But that same awareness becomes overwhelming because you don't just see the goal, you see everything that could go wrong.
So instead of taking imperfect action, you wait for a version of yourself that feels completely ready and fully confident. But readiness doesn't come before action. It comes because of it. And waiting for it only keeps you stuck. Perfection slowly becomes procrastination in disguise, something that feels logical, but quietly blocks progress. And the longer you stay in that cycle, the heavier it feels to start. Because now it's not just about the dream, it's about all the time you feel like you've already wasted. That pressure builds quietly in the background, making the idea of starting feel even more overwhelming than before. But here's the truth most people avoid. Potential means nothing without action, no matter how big your dreams are. Your dreams don't define you, your habits do. The small actions you repeat consistently over time. And this is where everything starts to shift in a subtle but powerful way. You don't need more motivation, you don't need a perfect plan, and you don't need to feel ready before you begin. What you actually need is to stop relying on your emotions as a requirement for action. Instead of waiting to feel like doing something, you act anyway, even when it feels uncomfortable and uncertain. You start smaller than your ego wants, smaller than what feels impressive, but enough to break the pattern. Not, I'll change my life, but I'll take one step today. Something simple, but real. Because action doesn't require confidence, it creates it slowly over time through repetition. At first, it will feel strange, like you're going against your natural instincts and habits. But that discomfort is not a bad sign. It's a sign that something inside you is starting to change. And as you keep going, even in small ways, something shifts in the background without you noticing immediately. The gap between who you imagine and who you are starts to close, not perfectly, but gradually, in a way that actually lasts. You stop seeing yourself as someone who only dreams and start seeing yourself as someone who takes action. And that identity shift is more powerful than any short burst of motivation you've ever felt. So the real question is not whether you have big dreams, because that part is already clear. The real question is whether you're willing to let go of the comfort of imagining them in order to build them in reality. Because those are two different paths. One keeps you safe in your head. The other forces you into reality, where progress is slow but meaningful. And at some point, you have to decide which one matters more to you. Because the version of you that you keep imagining will not appear on its own, no matter how clearly you see it. It only exists on the other side of action, and action begins the moment you stop waiting for the perfect time and decide that starting imperfectly is enough.